Black budgets where trillions disappeared. They never announce it. There is no public vote, and they never explain where it goes. Every year, governments release budgets, cleanly organized, publicly debated, carefully audited. Defense, healthcare, infrastructure, education. But behind those numbers, there is something else. A shadow ledger. A section that never appears in headlines, never shows up in audits. Officially, it does not exist. They call it the black budget. And over the past few decades, trillions of dollars have vanished into it. No receipts, no public oversight, no explanations, only silence. Part 1. A number that shouldn't exist. In the early 2000s, a routine financial review uncovered something disturbing. Hidden deep in government records, a discrepancy so large analysts first assumed human error. Not millions, not billions, trillions. Money allocated, and then disappeared. The explanation? Adjustment errors. But adjustments don't reach 12 zeros, and they don't repeat year after year. Part 2. What is a black budget? A black budget is funding approved in secrecy. No public debate, no transparency, no detailed records. Officially, it's for classified weapons, covert intelligence operations, advanced surveillance systems, experimental defense technology. Unofficially, it's where accountability dies. Once money enters the black budget, it stops being just money. It becomes power. Part 3. The invisible pipeline. Funds move quietly, away from approved programs. Every transfer adds another layer of secrecy. No one can trace it in the end. And that is exactly the point. Most black budget money doesn't remain with the government. It flows outward to private contractors, companies that never appear on maps, employees bound by lifetime non-disclosure agreements. They build things that officially don't exist. Aircraft invisible to radar, satellites absent from catalogs, surveillance systems that watch without being seen. When questions arise, the answer is always the same: national security. Auditors who got too close noticed strange patterns, expenses without deliverables, programs with no completion dates, budgets renewed automatically. Some asked questions, most were reassigned, a few resigned, and some simply disappeared. Not fired, just removed. Part 4. Programs without faces. Some programs have no official titles, only numbers, colors, letters, or nothing at all. No paperwork, no emails, only verbal instructions in secure rooms. Because paper leaves evidence, and evidence creates risk. Some programs operate under special access programs, SAPs. Only a handful of people even know they exist. Technology funded decades ago suddenly appears as if overnight. Stealth aircraft, precision weapons, global surveillance systems. Workers rarely see the full picture. Engineers design one part. Scientists test another. No one ever sees the complete system. You cannot leak what you do not understand. Part 5. Continuity of control. Behind official government structures exists a shadow framework. Not elected, not public, not temporary. A second government, designed to function if normal systems fail or are deliberately bypassed. Funding flows continuously through the black budget. Redundancy is key, backup for backup, parallel command chains. Duplicate leadership. Sometimes everything exists twice, sometimes 3 times. Some projects are designed never to be used. Underground command centers sealed for decades. Data vaults isolated from global networks. Self-sufficient compounds fully independent. Silent exercises are conducted without announcement. Personnel quietly relocated. Systems tested at odd hours. If you notice nothing, the system worked. Information control is another huge cost. Systems redirect communications, delay data, suppress signals. Containment, not propaganda. If panic spreads faster than facts, systems collapse. Preparing for worst-case scenarios means accepting harsh truths. Not everyone survives. Not every city is saved. Not every system remains operational. Decisions are made by people you will never see, trained to act instantly. Hesitation costs lives. Art 6. Life after the unthinkable. The black budget is not just for war or disaster. It plans for life after collapse. Archives hold knowledge, culture, and scientific data. Resources are allocated. Automated systems make decisions without humans. Ethics bend to survival. Accountability disappears. Systems are permanent, self-sustaining, self-operating. Not everyone is meant to survive, and some were chosen decades ago. Art 7. Who controls it now? The question is no longer, where did the money go? It is, who controls it? Elected officials approve it. But real power rests with career bureaucrats, program directors, and planners. Attempts at reform fail. Complexity is too high. The black budget protects itself through fear, silence, invisible control. The trillions were never lost. They were transformed into invisible power, systems, and decision-making. Someone, somewhere, has always planned for the moment the world breaks. And now you understand. The black budget is not money. It is control, influence, survival, and it has always been operating in the shadows. Art 8. The money was never gone. Missing trillions is misleading. Nothing vanished. It was relocated. In black budget logic, money stops being money. It becomes capability, a satellite in orbit, an underground facility, a system on standby, waiting. Threats evolve, technology accelerates, complexity multiplies, secrecy scales exponentially, budgets grow even when wars end. The public never sees results. Success looks like nothing happening. No disasters, no failures, no headlines. Silence becomes a trade, security for ignorance. Art 9. The final word. The black budget was never about corruption. It was about fear. Fear of surprise. Fear of collapse. Fear of being unprepared. If future generations uncover these systems, they won't ask, why hide it? They'll ask, why did they believe this was necessary? The answer is simple. Uncertainty terrified them more than secrecy. The money didn't disappear. It was transformed into systems that operate quietly, decisions made invisibly, preparations no one hopes to see activated. The black budget exists because the world is fragile, and someone, somewhere, is always planning for the moment it breaks.